Hey guys, it's Gwen Kids, and I'm doing something different because I am doing my parents' love story. I don't know why I did it, but I wanted to draw it and it would be fun, so whatever. So they met on September 23rd, 1993. And they met at, they were walking on the street. It wasn't necessarily at school, but they were walking on the street, and it was me, my mom, my uncle, Pat, and Jovita, I think that's how you say it, and my dad was passing by, and Uncle Pat saw him and pulled him over. And that's how they met. Because Uncle Pat and my dad were friends, yeah. So when my dad pulled over, I guess they talked, and my Uncle Pat introduced my mom to my dad. And that's how they met, because without Uncle Pat, they would have never met, and I would never be here. They went to White Rock after that because they just spend time together, I guess, for the day, for a little bit. Look at that awesome drawing. That does not even look like a bridge. Thumbs up for that, guys. So, October 11, 1993 is when my mom and my dad started to date. So this is how it went down. My dad knocked on the window with McDonald's in his hand. And my mom was confused, and she opened it, and it was like 6 o'clock by then. And when she did go, my dad had a piece of paper. He was trying to speak in the Tagalog. That's what I am, because I'm Filipino. And my dad miserably fell, so my mom took it and read it. And my dad was very nervous, actually. And my dad said, shh. My mom said, sure, and my dad's like, yeah. And then my dad came in. My dad came in, and my grandparents, actually, were still sleeping. So they didn't know that they were coming in. Well, he was coming in because they were sleeping. Sneaky little kids. That's not gonna be me. Well, I call them Lola and Lolo, so that's what Grandma and Grandpa is. So they went in my mom's room, and my dad, as always, said, well, I don't know what he said, but he brought McDonald's, and it was only 6:30 a.m. at the moment. So they ate together, they got to know each other, and that's also the day when, I think I told you guys this, the day when they got together. But later, my grandpa, oh, look at that mustache. He has a mustache. He does actually have a mustache, and it's actually awesome. My grandpa saw the car outside and woke up my grandma. My grandma ran upstairs to see what was going on, and my grandma saw them, and my mom was a bit like, don't know. Oh my god, I did draw hair on her! Go on, draw hair, there you go. And my mom didn't necessarily get in trouble by that, but yeah, I guess so. Not really in trouble. But my mom did later on in school, told her best friend Jovita. I think that's the person she told her. She has many best friends, I guess. And also my grandma, because at the time he didn't tell her right at that moment when my dad was right there. So yeah. So yeah. And my dad told 2 of his best friends. It was Jerome and Pat, and yeah, so that's how it went. And my parents did not know, or do not even remember when they kissed. Their first kiss, at least. So, yeah, no. Okay, so 8 years later, they went strong. Oh my god. Okay, 8 years later, they went strong. Going on, yeah. 8 years together from high school. And I believe this is when they were already out of high school. Yeah, they were out of high school by then. And then they broke up. Sad. It was in like 2000, so 2 years before I was even born. They broke up because my mom went back to the Philippines with her siblings and my grandma and my grandpa. And she was a bit sad, I guess. You could say it's a breakup, but maybe not. Maybe not. No, I'm joking. They were broken up. My mom has 3 siblings. 1 brother, 2 sisters. So it was probably a little while after my mom was already in the Philippines, and my dad went after her, like on a plane. on a plate. Oh, look at that awesome drawing. Doesn't even look realistic. And then my background. That's black, by the way. The plane's black. It might not look black, but it is black. And then those scribbles are blue. I don't know why. It doesn't look like that. So, anyways, back to the story. So it was just my mom, my dad, my grandma, and her sister, and they were at the airport, and my mom was in a bit of a shock on why he was even there. I guess I would be shocked if my boyfriend came after me. Oh my god, okay, backtrack. So my dad, when they got home, my dad asked her out, if they would be boyfriend and girlfriend, which my mom rejected, sadly. My dad was so upset, I guess. You would be upset if you got rejected, because that's like one of the most fears I would be in. Okay, anyways. So, it was awkward for the month my dad stayed there, because at the Philippines. So it was very awkward for them in the kitchen. I just drew a kitchen. Didn't know what else to draw. So it was 3 months later. My mom moved back to Canada from the Philippines to Canada with her whole family, which I said earlier. My mom came back to dad, went to dad, and that's when my dad asked her out again, because she got over the girl feeling and regretting and whatever. Okay, next time. Fall, around 2000-ish, because my parents forgot their engagement day. Terrible. So they were at White Rock. My mom's sitting on the lap. No, it looks a bit wrong, but yeah, sitting on the lap. And that's when my dad asked her to marry her with a ring. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. I don't really know how the ring looked like. But it was not a marriage when you go on your knee and such. He was sitting on the log. They went on and sat on the log by the beach and the waves, and there was no one around. And that's what they asked him. April 28th, 2001 is the day they got married. But before that, a little bit before that, my mom became pregnant, which they went on, and my mom was pregnant during the wedding, so she couldn't drink it all. But 1 month later, around that, or maybe a little over that, in a miscarriage. Oh, miscarriage, so sad. I could have had an older sibling. But they had a miscarriage in 2001, the year they got married. So, that's it. The end of the love story. Beautiful. I'm gonna be doing Draw My Life soon. If I do get this to 10 likes, and then I'll do Draw My Life for sure. So, love you guys, and bye! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.